If you grow up in America during the 1960s, there's a good chance your television looked something like this. It was not just a screen, it was the heart of the home. Back then, the television was not mounted on a wall. It sat proudly in the living room, and most of the furniture faced toward it. Maybe your family did not see it as an appliance. Maybe it felt more like a piece of furniture. If you wanted the best view, you probably sat right here on the floor, just a few feet from the screen, waiting for your favorite show to begin. Before everyone had their own screen, this was where the family came together. And if someone wanted to change the channel, they had to get up and walk across the room. You probably remember hearing someone say, "Move the antenna little to the left," and somehow everyone in the room become part of the process of getting a clear picture. When these televisions stopped working, most families did not replace them, they fixed them. For many Americans, some of their favorite childhood memories happened in this room, with this television quietly glowing in the corner. If your family had a telephone in the 1960s, chances are it sat in the same place for years. And making a phone call was not simple as pressing a button. You had to wait for every number to spin all the way back before dialing the next one. As a child, you probably watched adults make calls and wondered when it would finally be your turn. That curly code always seemed longer than it should have been. And somehow, everyone tried to find a little privacy without leaving the room. When the phone rang, it belonged to the whole family. And if you answered it first, you felt just a little grown up. Most days, the phone simply sat there waiting, becoming part of everyday life. Today, most of those phones are gone, but many Americans can still remember exactly where theirs used to sit. If you grow up in the 1960s, there is a good chance music in your home come from a piece of furniture that looked something like this. Lifting that lid felt a little special every time. You probably remember how carefully records were handled before they touched the turntable. And then came that familiar moment when the needle touched the record. Before playlists and streaming, families often listened to music together in the same room. Sometimes you spend almost as much time looking at the album cover as listening to music itself. Many living rooms had a favorite record that seemed to play over and over again. And when there was not a record playing, the radio usually filled the room instead. Some of the strongest memories are not attached to song. They are attached to where you were when you heard it. For many Americans, this was not just a stereo. It was the soundtrack of the home. If you walked into an American living room in the late 1960s, there was a good chance a clock like this was hanging on the wall. It was not just there to tell time, it was there to be noticed. You probably saw it every day without even thinking about it. As a kid, you may have spent more time starting at those golden rays than the clock itself. Its design felt modern then, almost like something from the future. Like everything else in the room, It became part of the family's routine. You probably glanced at it before dinner, before a favorite TV show, or before someone came home from work. The clock quietly watched thousands of ordinary family moments pass by. For a while, it seemed like every living room in America had one. Today, many people don't remember the exact time it showed, but they still remember exactly what it looked like. If you grow up in the late 1960s, you might remember seeing one of these glowing quietly in the corner of a room. It was not just a lamp. It looked unlike anything most people had ever seen before. You could sit and watch it for minutes without saying a word. Even when nobody was paying attention to it, it somehow became part of the room. Some were red, some were blue, some were green, but they all had that same hypnotic moment. In many homes, music and a lava lamp seem to go together perfectly. For many young people, it felt modern, almost like a small piece of the future. At night, the room looked completely different once the lamp was turned on. You did not need a reason to watch it. Watching it was a reason. Today, many Americans still remember that soft glow in the corner and exactly how it made the room feel. If your family went on a vacation in the 1960s, there's a good chance the memories come back home in little cardboard slides. And sooner or later, there would be a night when everyone gathered to see them again. You probably remember the moment the lights went out and the room suddenly became quiet. Then the first image appeared, and suddenly everyone was back on vacation again. That familiar click was often the sound of another memory about to appear. Someone always laughed at an old haircut, a funny pose, or forgotten moment. These were not just photographs. They were family stories being told all over again. Even the projector itself became part of the memory. For many children, this was how they learned the story of their own family. Today the slides may be packed away somewhere, but many Americans still remember those family slide nights like they happened yesterday.